Hey guys, it's Cliff here. Figured I'd do a little game called Insurmountable. It's a mountain climbing game, kind of based off of tiles, so you have to try and get the quickest way to the top without exerting yourself, but there's also some fun little things along the way. Here's a quick little description about the movement, however, I'll try my best to go off of explanation by my brain. Oh goodness. So, you cast your gaze over the enormous mountain landscape. You have traveled across the globe seeking adventure, but this island is like nothing you've ever seen before. As far as you can tell, it is largely unexplored, and the only information you could find were a few rumors about an unknown occupying force. On the way here, you stumbled across an abandoned property and lost last places? You wonder what happened here, what secrets the island is keeping. When you shake your head, it might be nice to have some answers. Oh, then you shake your head. It might be nice to have some answers, but your goal is clear. Reach the summit. That is why you're here. This is what drives you. You can find different items and things along your way to increase your chances of making it to the summit. A gust of wind catches you, and you almost fall into a deep fissure. You flail wildly with your arms, trying to keep your balance. Suddenly, someone grabs your wrist and pulls you back from the edge. That was close. Just a second later, and you would have fallen to your death. Your knees still weak. You take a look at your rescuer. She's a young woman in threadbare anorak. There is a green stone fastened around her neck with a leather strap. Fascinated, you stare at the hand-carved charm. Its soft glow is almost hypnotizing. The stranger nods briefly and holds out a valuable equipment for you to take. Well, we're going to take that gift. Strange, for some reason you knew that the woman was going to give you something. You speak to her, but she doesn't answer, just gives you a wistful smile. Confused, you place her gift in your pack. When you look back up, the stranger is gone. You shake your head. There's a lump in your throat. Something isn't right here. So nice, we got some boots, heavy boots, which are going to be helpful, and a thing of oxygen, which we will need as the higher up we go. There we go. What do we get? A golden eagle suddenly lands in front of you, its wings carrying it majestically to the ground. Fascinated, you watch it, and it watches you too. Unafraid, you can't explain it, but the encounter feels magical. Fully wrapped up in this moment, you regain. Let's get a little bit of sanity. Alright, let's see if there's anything kind of close by, or not close by. I guess not. We're going to have to try and mad dash it. Okay, alright, and we made it into the cave for nighttime. You enter a vast cave. Several passages lead deep into the mountain. You listen. You can hear a metallic clanging coming from one of the passages, as if someone's banging a hammer against a heat pipe. Do we follow the noise? I'm gonna do it. I think it's an animal. You walk a few steps down the passageway. The clanging gets louder, but it is dark. And it's hard to say how far away the noise is coming from. We don't have a flashlight, we don't have a torch. We'll go crazy if we keep going, so we'll just return to the entrance and we'll lay down and sleep. And we'll sleep for a long time, this way we don't lose any of our body heat, which is very important, and we gain a lot of energy back. And we set out early in the morning. Alright, so our first bit of business. I think we should check out... Oh, there's treasure over there. Let's go check out and see if we can get some treasure. Treasure, communication, more treasure. Oh, you gotta be careful. Now we'll take a detour. A thin wisp of smoke rises into the sky in front of you. You turn a corner around the wall of a cliff and discover a campfire. Flames already licking the sides of the cans placed around it. Oh, well, let's put out the fire. Oh. We are a little bit cold already. Well, let's do it. It's gonna hurt, but... Your fingers feel numb. You've gathered enough snow to extinguish the flames. After searching the area, you make sure that the owner is not stuck nearby in a nearby crevasse. You take the cans and move on. So there's one can of food. Good. Ooh. Under a tarp, you discover a large empty cage. Tufts of brownish fur are stuck between the bars. Now let's do it. You find a backpack full of provisions in the corner. Hey, a band-aid. We can get... And a level up. Every time you level up, you get to choose a random skill to help you keep alive. Whenever you use the consumable... Okay, yes, I'll take that. Yes. Alright, you find a backpack concealed under a thin layer of snow. Boot prints away from the spot is in a zigzagging pattern and disappear behind a rock. Well, let's search the backpack. You pull an empty brandy bottle out of the backpack, then another and another. There's nothing else in it. Disappointing, you fling the backpack away and continue your journey. So we just gained some experience. We're probably going to sleep through the night. We'll take a long sleep. We're going to lose a little body heat, but that's fine. We gain a bunch of energy. Just like that. You encounter a cloaked mountaineer. He points at your flask and holds his hands together. Oh, give him some tea. The mountaineer bows and continues on his way. You reach the shore of a frozen mountain lake. On the embankment, you find what remains of a camp. You take a look around, but there's nothing useful in sight, or is there? Just a few yards from you, on a sheet of ice, you spot some unopened canned food. Do we want to retrieve it? I feel risky. We made it! You collapse into the embankment and stow the canned food into your pack. That's going to taste really good. Look at that, 2 more food. We're going to be eating well tonight. Fresh snow is piled high ahead of you on a mountainside. There must have been an avalanche here recently. As you trudge through the heaps of snow, your gaze falls on a vacuum flask of tea. It is half buried in the snow. Let's start to dig. You dig in the snow until your hand grabs hold of a piece of fabric. You continue to dig and finally pull a stranger out of the snow. He's breathing and conscious with no obvious injuries. Exhausted but overjoyed, he hands you a gift which you gratefully accept. Hey, we got a helmet, which is perfect. And some tea, which is even more. So we're going to take this. We're going to eat it to gain some energy. We might do 2, but we'll see. We'll see. Right now, we'll just do that. You encounter the cloaked mountaineer again. He is holding a vacuum flask filled with tea in his hands, which he passes to you. Then he pulls out some herbs and a torch and offers them to you alternately. Tea and herbs or tea and torch? Torch. We can see in the night. Look at all our tea. This is good. We get up higher, we're going to be doing awesome. Oh, and another level up. A crevasse splits the ground in front of you. Blocking your way, you risk a glance downwards and notice an old backpack hanging from the ledge. You could try and climb down and grab it. You know what? Let's do it. We're risky. You did it. You hurried to inspect the backpack. Its heft gives you the hope that retrieving it was worth the effort. You excitedly peer inside and discover valuable equipment. Ah, oxygen mask. Even better. Oh no, this has got to go over here. This helps us with oxygen. You enter the cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. Further back, you see a small tunnel leading into the darkness. Well, let's go explore. You want to explore, but the tunnel is dark and you can't see your hands in front of your face. Well, let's use a torch. The torch illuminates the passageway, and you go deeper and deeper into the cave system. Finally, you enter a chamber and find a box containing some provisions. The light of the torch begins to flicker. You quickly pocket the provisions before your torch goes out. Look at that. Got some more air and some more food. That was a good little haul. We'll fly down and sleep. Let's have a long sleep. Ooh. You spot a deer stand between two skeletal trees just ahead of you. You consider walking over to the deer stand to search it for provisions. You hear a rumbling. It sounds like an avalanche. You see the snow cloud on the horizon. It's heading straight for you. Oh, it's bad. We'll lose energy. Let's continue our journey. Sadly, we won't find because I'm not risking an avalanche. Rocks and debris as far as the eye can see. You balance carefully on the boulders as not to slip and fall. Suddenly, right in front of you, a shadow leaps out of the recesses in the rock, coming straight at you. You jump in fear, lose your balance, and crash to the ground. You look up to see a mountain hare. You scrape your knee because of a bunny. Well, that's just poopy. We'll continue our journey onwards and upwards, I guess. Oh, an injured mountaineer. A tent hastily erected against the side of a rock wall catches your attention. As you get closer, you discover sleeping mountaineer. His clothes are torn in places, and you can tell by his face that he's in bad shape. You can't say how long he has left to live, or whether he'll make it. Let's try to help him. Oh, there we go. Try and treat his injuries. You clean his wounds and one of the bandages to bind him. He opens his eyes and looks at you bewildered. His strength appears to be coming back, so you might help him sit up. He is very grateful and stares at his equipment with you while assuring you that he will be alright from now on. Ooh, got a hat. Can we turn these things? Can we rotate? No rotation. It's just gotta be... Alright, well that's fine. We can do this. Just a little juggling. We will make it as quickly as possible. A local man sitting up against a rock face waves you over. As you approach him, he holds out an oxygen bottle, his face contorted with pain. He says something to you, but you don't understand a word. We don't have enough energy, so I guess we just take his oxygen bottle. You stow the oxygen bottle away and nod goodbye. Well, isn't that just really friendly of us? Thanks for the free air. Here. Well, we don't have enough energy to even do that. Can we see something beautiful? Let's get our sanity back. Ugh, we found some more debris of rocks. Scraped our knee again. Jeez, we're not doing good. Alright, we enter a vast cave with several passages. Unfortunately, I don't think we have a torch, so... yeah, we'll just, actually, let's risk it for the biscuit. But nothing endless darkness and bitter cold. Oh, we did find some herbs, though. That will help us, with our sanity. Discover an oxygen mask. Could squeeze down the crevasse. Oh. We got enough oxygen. And we got a free oxygen mask. Well, doesn't look like we need it anyways. So we'll take that. Use that. Boom. Alright, let's take a nap. Long sleep. We need the energy. We're almost at the top. Let's look around. Hey, we found something and we hurt ourselves again. Jeez, buddy. Your heart feels light and full of joy as you stand on the summit, the hardship of the climb already forgotten. You savor the moment, it's yours and yours alone. What an adventure, what a view. Off in the distance you can see more mountains, higher than the one you're standing on. And what's that? Something stands atop of them? Long and thin, from this distance it looks like a antenna. But that can't be right, or can it? You want to take a closer look. You aren't done exploring yet, but first you have to get out of the death zone and find a safe place to take a break. So boom, we get all that. We have to make it down there. I'm not going to bore you guys with the descent. I'm ByteRockers. This is the side order. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and comment. And until next time, have a good one, guys.